Zenless Zone Zero has kind of been that gacha game that I only play now. And the more and more I keep playing, the more and more I realize and start to wish other gacha games shared some of the same features that ZZZ has. ZZZ has honestly been a gift and an awful curse for me. I was blessed with, in my personal opinion, the best gacha game out right now, and it ain't even close. But the more in the past that I kept playing ZZZ alongside other gacha games, the less interested I got with the side games. It's like a dog eating their crappy regular dry food, but when it gets his lips on that juicy, fatty, voluptuous human food, you know damn well lil bro ain't never want to go back. ZZZ does so many things well, it sticks out like a sore thumb when playing those other gacha games that lack these qualities that should already be in their game. So now it's very hard for me to play any of these other gacha games because I already play one that is a prime example of how a gacha game should be made and maintained. And the more I even try to play these other gacha games, the more I want to crash out and never touch them again. I also want it to be well known I ain't here to shit on other gacha games, because I've already seen how it plays out a million different times with other content creators. Motherfuckers with Stockholm Syndrome comes out the shadows to defend their favorite billion-dollar company to wit's end. I ain't here for that goofy nonsense. I'm simply here to yap and let you all know how I've been feeling recently and see if any of you freaky frogs have been experiencing or experienced this as well. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say, yo, what up to all the new people here? My name is Smagsan. I make ZZZ discussion based videos that sparks up talks between us, the community. I pride myself in having a very interactive community that all come together and just yaps about a game that we all really like. If this kind of content piques your interest, make sure to hit the sub button and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you're not already in the community Discord, you should be. The link is pinned in the comment section down below. We host community events that could feature you in an upcoming video. We currently have planned a ZZZ PvP tournament coming up soon, so if you want a chance to win some cash and show off some of your ZZZ skills, make sure to swing on by with the link pinned in the comment section down below. If we could set up a 5 sub goal for the video, it'd be greatly appreciated. That's enough free promo. Let's get into this. Recently, I ended up dropping the last few gacha games I've been playing alongside ZZZ. For a really long time, I was playing HSR religiously, and this was well before I got into ZZZ. I came back to play Wuwa, and to my surprise, the game actually did a 180, and I was enjoying my time there. I was also playing a bit of FGO, and here and there PGR and Aethergazer, up until recently where I decided to drop everything and keep the only game that I actually truly enjoy, and that's ZZZ. See, I found myself hanging around waiting and hoping these games would get better over time, and that maybe the devs would finally listen and help tweak and shape their game for the better, but that wasn't the case at all. One of my homies in my community Discord had pretty much told me they never really got the point of playing a game that you don't fully enjoy because you're waiting for it to get better. Simply drop the game and never look back until what you're looking for is finally implemented. And that's exactly what I did. I think ZZZ was a game that started off with an amazing foundation but had an iffy launch start, hence why I came back in 1.3, because I was slowly starting to see the game iron out their launch start hiccups. But thanks to the transparent and listening dev team, they were able to completely change the whole negative connotation around the game in only a matter of 4 patches. Now the same absolutely cannot be said for a handful of other games dev teams. It'd be feeling like you're talking to a wall. Certain dev teams doesn't have the same closeness to their community as ZZZ does, which is one of the things I highly praise about ZZZ and one of the main reasons why this game is still going on strong. I think HSR would be a perfect example here. HSR was a game I really thought I would be playing until end of service. It was a game that was really good on launch, but the longer the life cycle goes, I started to notice that the game itself was never really getting any better. It slowly got absurdly more predatory to its consumers, the writing never really got better, the storytelling was awful, and it got really draining to spend hours going through a story that quite literally stunk to go through, with 0 options to skip. Artificial difficulty was placed in a terrible way to fix their overpowered previous characters so that they can entice the audience to roll on their newer characters. And while all this was being voiced by the community, nothing was really done to fix any of these issues, and you could even see that with HSR 3.0, it royally stinks. It felt as though the community was never really heard, but instead was ignored. Also, for those of you that might mention in the comments, well smack, they addressed some of the stuff in the recent dev notes. Honestly, it's a step in the right direction, but isn't enough. It took them over a year to even get this far. It's pitiful and a sorry excuse to now bring it up with little of a fix. All of these things that I've addressed about HSR, I feel as though ZZZ blows them out of the water in every single area mentioned. And the more I kept trying to play HSR, the more I got irritated because why in the hell is ZZZ a game that just recently came out, miles ahead of a game that's been almost out for 2 years? Not to mention, these 2 different dev teams work underneath the same organization. Why do these games differ so drastically? HSR is just one of the many cases where I started realizing the game's flaws, and even through time, none of it was addressed and fixed. The love I had for some of these games suddenly disappeared due to the clarity that ZZZ gave me. Even though this could be argued, ZZZ has the best combat out of all the gacha games currently out right now. They have the best mini games. They don't have the best story, but they certainly have the best storytelling out of all the Hoyo games. I believe ZZZ is the most generous and free-to-play friendly. Artificial power creep is damn near non-existent. They have the best and the most transparent and quick-to-act dev team. Call it glazed by all means, but this is simply giving recognition where it's well deserved. But when I go from a game that has all of these characteristics to then going and playing a different gacha game that slightly varies in combat styles because I may enjoy turn-based combat or the sorts of arena-based combat, but I simply can't enjoy it as much because they significantly lack in a variety of different areas. I think ZZZ essentially just heightened my expectations when it comes to gacha games. Now when playing these gacha games, if they're not on the similar level as ZZZ, I ain't trying to play it. And now I'm left playing one gacha game, and I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. It gives me way more time to play other games outside of gacha, and it really has been peaceful lately. I've been trying out some single player games and trying out different genres that I normally wouldn't have given it a try when I was younger, and things have been pretty smooth. I would love to go back and play these games as there are some aspects I really do enjoy about each and every one of them, but I can no longer be bothered by it. I think when it comes to these upcoming gacha games like Neverness to Everness, Ananta, and many more, I need to see more than just the crappy gacha standard nowadays. No more of this half-assed content that's just been kind of the expectation for some reason. I need to see some good quality content being dropped for it to actually get my full attention. I think I kind of just started to realize how awful some of these games are. I can no longer settle for below the means effort. In a way, ZZZ is a blessing but also a curse because everywhere I turn, I'm surrounded by gacha slop that I once could play endlessly, but not anymore. But this has just been my experience lately. I just wanted to come out here and see if any of you freaky frogs have been experiencing the same thing that I have been, or if you've experienced it at all. Ever since Genshin, I've always played at least 2 to 3 gacha games, but now it's just dwindled down to 1, and in the near future, I don't see it changing anytime soon. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, as a lot of more time has been opened up for me, but I'm curious to know what you freaky frogs think. Have any of you experienced this, or do you think it's just a me issue? Let me know in the comment section down below. At the time of this recording, I'm sure I'll be a bit over 2K subs, so I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that have been supporting me. Whether you've been here since I was below 100 subs or came along just last week, I greatly appreciate you and your support, and can't wait to continue to grow within the community and keep making this yap-based content. So cheers to 2K subs, and let's continue to grind. If you're new here and enjoy ZZZ discussion-based videos, make sure to hit the sub button and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any future videos. Make sure to join the Discord, link is pinned in the comment section down below, as we're hosting a PvP tournament soon. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm more than confident you'll enjoy either one of these videos on screen. The one on the left, we yap about the top 5 limited S-rank characters in 2025, and the one on the right, we yap about how I was wrong about Astra Yao. That's all I got today for you freaky frogs. Make sure you all take care, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, peace.